Hi, this is Mani from BSc to NSE.com. In this video, we are going to talk about some of the just a couple of Warren Buffett quotes and the inner meaning that he's trying to convey through that. Um, so you can just read this, and I'm sure you've read this before. The first quote is, "It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price." It just means that you buy a very good branded company which is consistently growing at a higher price than you buy a normal company or an unknown or uh, some X company at a wonderful price, meaning at a wonderful valuation. And the next quote is, "Price is what you pay and value is what you get," meaning sometimes more the price you pay, more the value you get. So both of them actually convey the same kind of meaning, that not necessarily that higher P/B means that the valuations are high. Higher P/B could just mean that the company is actually a very good company with very good brand value and good growth prospects in the future. And low P/B is not actually value buying. I mean, a lot of people actually go crazy over value buying and stuffs like that, but if you actually look at it, most of the junk stocks, they'll always have low P/B. So and you'll trying to find a good company among low P/B, you may actually be only picking a bad company. So it could actually turn out to be more riskier than actually investing in a high P/B stock. And of course, again, not all high P/B stocks are probably good companies, but you will actually find more good companies among high P/B. So again, I'm just stressing the fact that sometimes people who are starting to invest, uh, they actually totally shy away from high P/B. Even when I started out for the first 3 or 4 years, if the P/B is about 20, 25, I just used to think that it's high P/B and I'll just avoid it. But you should probably not. Uh, Most of the good companies that you see, they could be in the higher P/B segment. So here are some of the interesting facts. Infosys had a P/B of over 60 in early 2000, and in the last 10 years the stock price has actually come up 10 times. So I'm sure a lot of people way back in 2000 said that Infi at a P/B of 60 was way too expensive and damn expensive to buy, but you should remember that at that time the company was consistently growing at over 50% consistently, and sometimes even 100%. So, and looking at the fact that the IT sector in India was still growing, it was really a good stock back then. And so if you shy away from high P/B, you will essentially miss out on a lot of these multi-baggers, a lot of really good companies that are actually consistently growing. And again, one other interesting fact is that Warren Buffett, when he bought Coca-Cola in 1980s, it was definitely considered as high valuations, though Mr. Buffett bought it because he thought that Coke would still continue to grow in an outstanding fashion in the next 2 decades. So again, just stressing the fact that high P/B is not actually bad. Just make sure you're filtering out the right companies from the high P/B stocks, and make sure that they have a good brand value and they're growing consistently, and that their debt levels are safe. And again, just the third point again stresses that uh, tell me a multi-bagger in the last 10 years or maybe the last 20 years that have actually been a low P/B stock consistently, and I don't think you'll actually find many multi-baggers in the past which have had low P/B all through and which are actually value buys. Most of these multi-baggers who have outperformed significantly have been stocks which have been consistently high P/B in the past. So just again stressing the fact that don't shy away from high P/B stocks. Don't think that low P/B is always good. It could actually mean that the company is a junk company. It could mean that the debt levels are high. It could mean that the company is not reliable. So just be careful when you're trying to uh, don't get obsessed with value investing. Don't get obsessed with low P/B stocks. It's actually not good. So as usual, any comments you can post on this video, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Subscribe to my channels, and you get notified with my future uploads. Thank you.